Bone-chilling day in San Francisco a few weeks back. Hundreds of people stood in the cold just to see local boy Chris Isaak run through sound check. The show was still hours away, but Isaak was at his mellow, melancholy best.
I know somebody that cries.
For more than 30 years, the 59-year-old singer has been making hits and breaking hearts. Crooning about bad breakups and lost love with a signature sound that's part rock, part Elvis, and all sexy.
You ever love someone so much you thought your little heart was gonna break in two?
So many of your songs are about heartache. Why is that?
That's what brings out the most emotion in this world. Love or lack of. And when your heart's broken, I think that's about as most emotional as it gets.
Isaak says this song, his haunting 1989 single, Wicked Game, came to him one night in a flash.
It was very fast I wrote that song.
How fast?
Between the time I talked to a certain woman and hung up the phone and the time she rang the front doorbell in the middle of the night, and I had written that song.
Knock it off, really?
Yeah, it was that very fast. Very fast.
What a wicked thing to do.
The song was his first big hit and helped make him an instant sex symbol. But the steamy music video that went with it, shot on location in Hawaii with model Helena Christensen, was even hotter than it looked.
And behind us, people thought that was like a smoke added in a back projection or something like that. And that's actually, we're standing about 30 feet from the water on a lava flow. And it was flowing into the ocean behind us and boiling up the steam. We could have got killed. We could have got killed. It was blowing up big, like, chunks of molten, like, lava. Every once in a while we'd go, just out of the, like, into the air, and everybody go, like, heads up.
Oh, my goodness. So you risked your life for that video.
Yeah, and I learned something. Just because there's a camera running doesn't mean you won't get killed.
Truth is, not much scares him anymore. Chris Isaak grew up on the tough side of Stockton, California, the youngest of 3 boys. Dad drove a forklift. Mom was a factory worker who stretched every paycheck by shopping at the local thrift store.
And it wasn't like we were just going for fun. We would go, like, that's where we got our clothes and we got everything. My grandparents grew up here and my great-grandparents are here. And I don't know how, usually in a town when you have somebody's great-grandparents there, they own the town. In my town, we managed to stay broke for generation after generation. I don't know, that was a lot. Excuse me one second, it might fit.
Oh, come on. Yes, try it.
Not me, though. No, I got a big head.
And he's worn a lot of different hats. In college, he was an amateur boxer and made amateur music with a guitar his big brother Nick had taught him to play.
And one night he says, okay, teach me what you know. And I taught him everything I know. It took 15 minutes.
But if you ever cheat on me, well,
And those guitar lessons stuck. Isaak has been touring since the 80s and still plays every show like it's his last.
I'll be following you. Oh, come on, guitar man, let's go.
He's taken a break now and then for the occasional movie and TV role,
Get off my back.
including his own cable TV show.
I'll be right back. In the meantime, you stay very hot like the jalapenos. Adios.
How close was the Showtime Chris Isaak to the real Chris Isaak?
How close is Bullwinkle to a real moose?
I was so used to you somehow.
And sometimes, when he's not singing for a crowd, Chris Isaak sings here, at his boyhood home in Stockton,
I got the lovesick blues.
with his now 85-year-old mom, Dorothy.
And then usually at the end, she dances for quarters.
And he still comes home and does things around the house for you.
Cleans the yard.
He cleans the yard.
Yeah, I missed that. That's true.
When he's on the road, you don't get that treatment as much.
I'm a good yard worker.
His own backyard is a few miles away in San Francisco, near his favorite surfing beach.
How much time do you get to spend out here?
I try to get out as often as I can. You know, it's not like I'm a brain surgeon. I'm a songwriter. Nobody needs me during the day.
He's usually out here alone. Chris Isaak has never been married, but that doesn't mean he can't commit. Isaak has been with some of the guys in his band for something like 30 years. Drummer Kenny Dale Johnson never missed a gig until an illness nearly broke up the act.
Kenny got cancer, and he took off a little while, and he's come back, and there's a happy ending to it. He's good. He's over it.
Cancer-free?
Yeah, cancer-free.
That gets you.
Scares the hell out of me.
I don't want you, but I want you.
Turns out the great loves of Chris Isaak's life, besides his family, are his bandmates, and the feeling that comes from singing his heart out.
When I love you, if you're lonely now, blame yourself.
You were joking with your mom about how you guys went out and played, and some guy said, "Oh yeah, that's Chris Isaak."
Yeah, that's a true story.
And what did he say?
My brother heard this and told me. I was laughing. The girl turned to the guy and said, "That's Chris Isaak." And the guy said, "Yeah, he used to be big."
He used to be big.
Yeah.
Does that bug you?
Not at all. I think it's fun. It's funny. I'm not at all bothered, and I'm really happy with the way my life is going.
Because you joke. I mean, you joked.
I don't want to tempt the gods to even look down here, because if they do, they go, that guy, he's having too much luck. I mean, everything good here, boss. Everything good here. You look at other people. I'm doing great.
It's a big, wide, wonderful